January 31st. The dominant operational weather story today is widespread extreme cold lingering across much of the central and eastern U.S., with a developing bomb cyclone nor'easter off the southeast/east coast, threatening significant snow, strong winds, and coastal hazards later today, into tonight and tomorrow, that will influence operations in and around major hubs from ATL through RDU and up toward BOS. Behind the departing January 2026 winter storm, Arctic high pressure continues to drive sub-freezing temperatures and very low wind chills across the plains, Midwest, Ohio Valley, and into the Northeast as cold advection tightens behind an amplified upper trough. In the Pacific Northwest into the Rockies and Intermountain West skies are generally quiet with dry cold and high pressure dominating, but central and northern Rockies remain subject to localized mountain turbulence and low-level wind shear potential near terrain. Far west hubs such as SEA, SFO, and LAX are under stable conditions with VFR expected, though. Strong nocturnal cooling creates potential low-level wind shear around terminals early this morning. Across the central U.S., lingering blow-off from the recent winter system has left widespread snow cover from the plains through the Great Lakes. This snowpack enhances radiational cooling, locking in freezing conditions that support IFR to LIFR in valley fog and rime on surfaces with patchy freezing fog, possible at ABE, ORD, IND, and CLE early before gradual mixing this afternoon. A broad ridge aloft over the Gulf into the southeast is eroding slowly as a developing coastal low begins to deepen, and by late afternoon models show intensification into a bomb cyclone off the Carolinas with tightening pressure gradients. This will translate into strengthening southerly winds ahead of the low, and a transition from dry cold to snow bands spreading from the southern Appalachians northward into central North Carolina late today, with accumulating snow and reduced ceiling/visibilities at RDU and CLT later this evening. Gusty winds and coastal flooding concerns will present crosswind and low-level wind shear hazards into the Outer Banks and up toward CHS, and even parts of BOS as the cyclone deepens and interacts with the cold continental air mass. In the southeast and Gulf, cold advection has pushed temperatures well below normal at MIA, JAX, and TBW with VFR expected today, but strong surface gradients could support nocturnal wind shear near dawn. Rare reports of flurries have been noted near northern Florida as Arctic air undercuts Gulf moisture. The mid-Atlantic into the northeast remains entrenched in extreme cold, with ceilings largely VFR but very low temperatures impacting ground ops at PHL, DCA, BWI, EWR, and LGA. Blowing snow from earlier accumulations will continue to impact ground movement and deicing demand. Finally, across the southern plains into Texas at DFW and IAH, lingering cold advection yields surface temperatures struggling to rise above freezing with residual snowpack and localized ice patches, though daytime mixing will improve ceilings through the afternoon. Operationally, expect high deicing demand in cold sectors, potential wind shear and crosswind components near coastal low-pressure development, and continued vigilance for freezing fog/icing on surfaces in snow-covered regions before the nor'easter's precipitation overspread later tonight.